Weapons such as the Garand-2 UAV and Iskander missiles have always been relied upon by Russia on the battlefield, but now the factory that produces them has been destroyed by an attack from Ukraine. Could this strike destabilize Russia? Confirmations circulating around July 5, 2025, reveal how serious the impact of the Ukrainian attack has been on Russia's ability to produce precision weapons. The General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces announced via Facebook account a unit of the Ukrainian Unmanned Systems Forces, operating in close coordination with other components of the defense forces, successfully launched an attack against the main Russian defense industry facility. This facility is a central producer of the Kometa-branded adaptive antenna arrays, which are vital to various Russian weapon systems, including Shahed-type UAVs, Iskander-K cruise missiles, integrated gliding and correction modules for guided air bombs, and other precision weapons routinely used by Russia in its assaults on Ukrainian territory. The strike has had a very strategic impact. By targeting the facility that produces key components for precision weapons, Ukraine has directly diminished Russia's capability to produce and maintain precision-guided munitions. This means that the production of 75,000 air bombs equipped with universal correction and planning modules in 2025 has suffered a significant failure. As a result, Russia's offensive capabilities, heavily dependent on precision weapons, have experienced a tangible setback. The attack on the Kometa factory was not the only strategic strike carried out by Ukraine in an effort to weaken Russia's war machine. Previously, on the night of July 3rd, Ukrainian drone units also attacked an important military-industrial complex in the Lipetsk region of Russia. The facility targeted was the Energia factory in the city of Yelets, which plays a crucial role in producing batteries and power units for Russia's precision weapon systems. This factory manufactures power systems for guided air munitions, including universal planning and correction modules that convert freefall bombs into glide bombs with greater range and higher accuracy. These modules are vital for weapon systems, such as the short-range Iskander-M ballistic missiles and the sea-launched Kh-35U cruise missiles, which Russia has repeatedly used in attacks against Ukraine. The strike on the Energia factory successfully forced a halt in the production process, significantly disrupting Russia's ability to manufacture and maintain precision-guided munitions. This dealt a severe blow to Russia's economic military potential, ultimately forcing Moscow to reconsider the continuation of its attacks. Ukraine's strategy of using drones to strike strategic facilities deep inside demonstrates a high level of maturity and sophistication in their military operations. Rather than focusing solely on frontline battles, Kyiv effectively erodes Russia's long-term combat potential by targeting the backbone of the enemy's logistics and weapons production technology. Everything that moves or remains still has now become the primary target for Ukrainian UAVs in the ongoing conflict. Recent footage shows how drones from Ukraine's 3rd Assault Brigade carry out deadly precision strikes, destroying Russian positions one by one. Mortars, armored vehicles, and communication antennas do not escape the attacks, being completely wiped out by Ukrainian UAVs that scout and strike with high accuracy. Such attacks are crucial because they significantly disrupt Russia's combat capabilities, weakening their logistics, communications, and troop mobility on the battlefield. In another equally astonishing video, a Ukrainian drone successfully launched a precise strike on a Tu-S3 Akatsiya artillery barrel hidden deep inside the Lyman forest. Although Russia attempted to conceal the position of the Tu-S3 Akatsiya to avoid detection, the sharp eyes of the Ukrainian UAV were still able to locate and destroy it. The Tu-S3 Akatsiya is a 152.4mm self-propelled artillery that has been the spearhead of Russian mobile artillery for more than 30 years. Losing a Tu-S3 Akatsiya unit means a reduction in Russia's ability to deliver critical artillery fire support, which can significantly weaken their offensive and defensive operations on the battlefield. With the destruction of the Tu-S3 Akatsiya by Ukrainian drones, the impact on Russia is substantial. It is not just the loss of one combat vehicle, but also a weakening of their artillery firepower, which has long been a cornerstone in battle. Now let's move to another video shared by the official Ukrainian defense account on X, showing the dramatic action of interceptor drone pilots from the 28th Mechanized Brigade. With careful preparation and high skill, these pilots carry out important missions to eliminate various types of Russian drones threatening their territory. In this aerial battlefield, Ukrainian interceptor drones demonstrate a clear advantage. They successfully destroy a wide range of Russian UAV models, from rare ones like the Cub-2 and SuperCam to more common drones like the Zala and Lancet. Notably, the Zala and Lancet drones, which have been Russia's mainstay, appear vulnerable and weak when confronted directly by the advanced Ukrainian interceptor drones. The weakness of the Zala and Lancet drones is evident in how easily they are detected and neutralized by Ukraine's air defense systems. Although these drones operate intensively 24/7 to disrupt Ukrainian defenses, they cannot match the speed, precision, and maneuverability of Ukrainian interceptor drones equipped with advanced technology. The success of these attacks also confirms the continuously advancing capabilities of Ukraine's unmanned aircraft. For example, on July 1st, the Ukrainian Military Intelligence Agency released video footage showing the use of domestically produced drones, such as the UJ-26 drone known as Bober, in destroying or severely damaging various Russian military assets. The targets successfully destroyed included the Panzer S-1 air defense system, along with its crew, the Niobium SV radar, the Pechora 3 coastal radar, the Protivnik GE radar, as well as Su-30 fighter jets stationed at the Saki airfield in Russian-occupied Crimea. The Bober drone is comparable to the Iranian-made Shahed 131, which is often used by Russia. Designed with a duck-type aerodynamic scheme, this drone is more agile in maneuvering and changing altitude, enhancing its survivability in high-risk areas. According to available information, the Bober can fly up to 800 kilometers with a speed of 200 kilometers per hour and a flight duration of approximately 7 hours. The video demonstrating Bober's effectiveness highlights the capability of Ukrainian drones to target high-value Russian military systems and shows how unmanned technology has become a key weapon in this modern battle. Ukraine continues to demonstrate that creativity can be the deadliest weapon. One of the most striking operations was a massive attack dubbed the spiderweb, an unprecedented drone operation in the history of modern conflict. On June 1st, more than 100 Ukrainian drones launched and struck several distant air bases deep within Russian territory. Their targets were not random, Russian long-range bombers capable of carrying nuclear warheads. This attack became a symbol that modern warfare is no longer just about conventional military power, but also about precision, patience, and advanced tactics. What made this attack so astonishing was how it was planned. It took a full 18 months of planning and strategizing before the operation was carried out. Reports of explosions came from various parts of Russia, from Murmansk in the Arctic Circle to Amur in the Russian Far East, more than 8,000 kilometers from Ukraine. In fact, the Russian Ministry of Defense confirmed that the attack occurred in 5 different regions: Murmansk, Irkutsk, Ivanovo, Ryazan, and Amur. But what was most astonishing was not just the geographic scope of the attack, but the method. Small, black drones, quadcopters, were secretly smuggled into Russia. They were transported using trucks with special wooden cabins, where the cabin roofs could be removed to serve as drone launch platforms. Everything was remotely controlled. The drones slowly emerged from the truck roofs and soared into the sky, heading toward their targets. This was not just a military operation, it was like a scene from a futuristic spy movie. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky personally oversaw this operation. He stated that as many as 117 drones were used in the attack, which had been prepared for 1 year, 6 months, and 9 days. The impact of Ukraine's attacks is very extensive, from drones using various tactics to the effects of these strikes causing a decline in Russia's production of precision weapons, due to attacks on facilities like the Kometa adaptive antenna production site and the Energia factory. Russia is facing significant difficulties in maintaining its offensive operations. These attacks affect Russia's morale and logistics. When the military-industrial infrastructure, which is the backbone of precision weapon production, is hit, Russia has to divert resources to repair facilities and find alternative production methods, which is of course neither easy nor quick. This provides a strategic advantage to Ukraine, which continues to apply military and technological pressure on Russia, while also demonstrating that this battle is not just about combat power on the front lines, but also about the ability to systematically disrupt Russia's weapon supply chains and production. So, what do you think about Ukraine's tactics so far? That's all for today's episode, and thanks for watching.